So I do want to talk about the new signing of Memphis Depay. I think that right now we are in a moment where we need to understand what Memphis Depay could bring to FC Barcelona. Barcelona in the last season was experiencing many difficulties in terms of who was going to be that striker inside the box. We did find out by the end of that season that Barcelona never really had a real number 9, a number 9 that they could rely on. And that is one of the main reasons on why this deal was completed between Memphis Depay, FC Barcelona, and Lyon. It is because Ronald Koeman believes that Memphis Depay is that missing puzzle to what he is trying to build at this club. So what we are going to be doing in this video is explain Memphis Depay's background story, because I do believe that this is going to lay the foundation for the rest of this video. By the time we do get into the second half portion of this video, we are also going to be answering the question of what is Barcelona going to be asking from Memphis Depay and how can Depay improve FC Barcelona. But I do want to give a special shout out to our sponsors for today, and that is the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find in the App Store when it comes to the latest player stats, the latest team stats. And if you're following a specific team or a tournament, you could find all of that within one app. And the best thing from all of this is that it is absolutely free. The only thing that you do have to do is go down in my description box. There's going to be a link that's going to take you straight to the App Store. You would be able to download it. You can pick your desired team or tournament to follow. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into the video. But again, we are going to be starting with the background story. Memphis Depay has had a very complex and rough career before Lyon. At Manchester United, he has experienced many tough times. And one of the biggest reasons on why he did experience a very tough time at Manchester United, it was because of one coach, and his name was Louis van Gaal. At that time, when Depay was at Man U, Louis van Gaal was in charge. He was the coach of that team. Van Gaal did join the Manchester United club back in the 2014-2015 season. Depay did join one season after, which was the 2015-2016 season. And when Depay joined Man U, one of the first few things that Van Gaal did say towards Memphis Depay was this: you're going to be competing against Di Maria. But only to find out that Di Maria did leave a few months later, and Depay had Di Maria's spot under Louis van Gaal. But from that point there, everything else went downhill. And you may ask, right, why? Why was Memphis Depay experiencing such a bad time immediately right after? Because by December of that season, Memphis Depay did lose his place. And it has been said, according to The Athletic, that the player did believe that Van Gaal's orders to Memphis Depay is what really did affect his creativity to be able to express himself. Like, for example, Memphis Depay has always wanted to run down the left flank and then go inward in order to either pass or shoot the ball. Van Gaal did tell Memphis Depay that there was no necessity to do that, because this was Memphis Depay's game. This is exactly what he was doing at PSV before he joined Manchester United. And then there were times where Van Gaal did ask Memphis Depay that you're also going to be needing to track back and defend. And all of this did accumulate towards Memphis Depay having his creativity hindered. And this is what Memphis Depay had to say about his experience during that moment. I had been bought because of the specific qualities I displayed in the Netherlands, and then I was expected to play in a way that sees those qualities vanish from my game. I couldn't make sense of it. Then as time went by later and later, Memphis Depay continued to talk about his experience, and this is what he said: if you play well and score, a coach cannot ignore you. And that is going to be the conclusion of Memphis Depay at Manchester United. What Louis van Gaal was ordering from Memphis Depay, it was simply not his game. And there was this story that Memphis Depay wanted to work on his left foot in order for him to improve in the attack. And he did ask Ryan Giggs for help in order for him to improve on his left leg. And in that period, Van Gaal did ask Memphis Depay to stop working on his left foot, and that it did seem ridiculous. And Van Gaal told him that this is all in his head, that he does not need to work and improve on his left foot. So as we can see here, it really did seem like Depay was being limited. He could not express himself, he could not train a certain way, and it all led towards a point where there were many difficulties. Van Gaal and Memphis Depay were bumping heads. But then if you were to look at that season that Van Gaal was having with Manchester United, you can see that Man U as a whole was not doing well. And so because of the poor performances coming from Manchester United, on May 22nd, 2016, Mourinho was appointed, and this was a moment where Depay believed that this could be his second chance. Fast forwarding towards their first preseason training session, Mourinho and Memphis Depay were at the exact same training ground. And it says here, according to The Athletic, Mourinho had joked that he would fire the assistant who had told him that Depay was the best young player in the world if it turned out to be wrong. Yet his second season turned out to be even worse. He only played just 4 more league games as a substitute before being sold to Lyon halfway through the campaign. And that was it, right? That was Memphis Depay's experience at Man U. He could not work well under Louis van Gaal, and he had a tough time working with Mourinho. And Depay did have some self-reflection at his time at that club, and this is what he had to say a couple of months after he did depart away from Manchester United. He did say that he lost confidence, he lost connection with his mother, nothing was the same in his life, and he ended with this: "I lost myself and belief in God in Manchester." So now that we do have this context on where Depay is coming from, the reason why I do want to tell everyone this story is because this is now officially Depay's second chance in making a mark within a big club. He had that chance to make a mark at Manchester United, but he ended up moving to Lyon. Now going to Barcelona, Depay knows even himself in this summer that he wants to deliver for FC Barcelona, and he especially wants to deliver for himself after going what he had to go through. And one of the greatest reasons on why he chose Barcelona out of all clubs, it is because of Ronald Koeman. You look at the past 6 years that Depay has had in his career with Lyon and Manchester United and the national team, the moments where he did stand out the most, it was with the Netherlands under Ronald Koeman. Koeman did take charge of the Netherlands on February 2018. And Koeman, throughout his time until the end of the summer of 2020, Koeman has used Depay in 16 total games. In those 16 total games, Depay has scored 11 goals and provided 8 assists. So Depay was truly in his best form under Ronald Koeman. And this is the biggest factor and the reason why Koeman wants Depay and why Depay has pushed for this move. This move was destined to happen. So now we are going to be moving on towards the next section, which is what is Barcelona going to be asking from Memphis Depay and how can Depay actually improve FC Barcelona? And let's split this into 2 parts, which is his creativity and his goals. So one thing is for sure, Memphis Depay is in his prime. In the past season, he has scored 22 goals and 12 assists for Lyon. Depay's game in terms of the assist, his game is very strong. And at Lyon, we tend to see that he dropped deep in order to receive the ball and then give the last pass towards his teammates. If we look at the total assists and where he has provided these assists, this is a creator. And then if we look at the shot assist map, we can see that Memphis Depay loves to create and set up his players in order to give his teammates a good chance on goal. So he does enjoy creating, and he is going to be adding on top of what Barcelona is already great at. Memphis Depay does want freedom. He wants to be able to express himself. He has the technique in order to play that part. At Lyon, they permitted his expression to say that you do whatever you desire, express yourself, bring us the results, and everything will be okay. And that is going to be one of the biggest questions. Could he do that at Barcelona, a club where we do see many stars enter Barcelona, but only to find out that they are being limited due to the strict style of play that Barcelona does possess? If we look at this graph here, we can see that these are the top creators that the world has seen within the top 5 leagues in the last season. We can see that Di Maria is first place, Alex Sanchez, Neymar, Kevin De Bruyne is there within the list, and you can see that Memphis Depay is just right up there with the top 10. Moving on to point number 2, which is his goal scoring form. And I believe that this is going to be exactly where Barcelona will need Memphis Depay. So let's get one thing very straight here. This is where Depay will enjoy himself the most and enjoy the fruits of his labor, because he will be aiming to be the top scorer for FC Barcelona next season under Ronald Koeman. Barcelona last season, like we have discussed earlier, they have suffered only because they did not have a reliable number 9. Many are going to be questioning, but what about Griezmann? Isn't Antoine Griezmann capable to score for FC Barcelona? We have actually even seen Griezmann score for Barcelona in these very difficult and high-stake moments, which is true. Griezmann has actually shown up in certain occasions where it was very important for FC Barcelona. Griezmann can be that player. But if we look at Barcelona's best and real version and knowing who exactly they're supposed to be, which is the video that we are seeing here, a team that can break down the defense during a deep block, a team that can maneuver their way in tight spaces, this is a version of FC Barcelona where Griezmann can thrive in. It's for Griezmann to be handed these passes. It's for Griezmann to be involved in these build-up plays. If his teammates do deliver for Antoine Griezmann, Griezmann will finish that goal. But with Memphis Depay, we are getting the complete complete opposite of that. And I believe that that is exactly what Koeman is looking for. Because if we were to look at Depay's game, and if we were to look at these clips here, Memphis Depay is a self-creator. He knows how to pick up the ball and progress forward all on his own. He enjoys creating problems to the opposition on his own. If you were to ask Antoine Griezmann to do exactly this, even Griezmann himself has stated that I do have trouble dribbling. So Barcelona is going to be getting to complete has done in the last season. It is something that Barcelona is going to highly benefit from. So what is the conclusion from all of this? Depay has the quality and the skills necessary to improve Barcelona's attack. If Barcelona demand a certain thing from Depay, Depay will get it done. Barcelona have shown in the past 5 to 6 to even 7 years that they are a club where we have seen stars join and become very limited only because these players do play for one player, which is Lionel Messi. And that is also going to be another question we want to see get answered next season, which is how is Koeman going to make each attacker correspond and play colorful football? We want to see the Depay that we did see at Lyon translate at the Camp Nou, while at the same time we also want to see Messi and Ansu Fati and Dembélé enjoy their football. One positive note that we could take from this is that Barcelona do rely and bet on players that is capable to take on any role of any other player, that there is no fixed position. This is the philosophy and the theory that Michels did have years ago, because there is a reason why we enjoy a player like Frenkie de Jong so much. It is because when there are situations where he does need to occupy the space of a right back, of a left winger, of a central defensive midfielder, or maybe sometimes as a number 9, he is able to adapt his game at that role for a couple of minutes. Frenkie de Jong does not have no fixed position. He is able to adapt to what the team does need. Memphis Depay is exactly that player. We have seen at Lyon him acting as a right winger, as a left winger, as a forward, and that is something that Barcelona will value, and in result we could see Memphis Depay flourish. So it should be very exciting. It will be very interesting to see how Ronald Koeman is going to be handling all of these stars and how he can get the best out of all of these players. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona video. Let me know what you guys think about this transfer. Do you believe that Memphis Depay is a player that can improve Barcelona's attack? And what position do you believe this player should play next season?